Hello, Dr. Dennis here again. Today we're going to be tightening the legs on this table, and we have the cushions off to make it easier to see. The bottom line is you're going to need a couple of tools. We have a 1/2 inch or 13 millimeter socket, and this is a 1/2 inch box wrench. This one is actually unique in that it has a ratchet built into it, and you will find that on some of our tables that particularly have recessed controls, if you have a wrench like this, they can be gotten from Home Depot for about $5. You can go ahead and get in very easily to the front legs where there's very little room, okay? You should be tightening your legs at least twice a year, more frequently if you think that the tables need them. And here in just a minute, I'm actually gonna go over the bolt that goes in there and how you should tighten it. Your legs are held on by 3-inch 5/16 hex bolts. On the bolt, you're going to have a fender washer, and then you also have what's called a split lock washer. You'll notice that this washer is actually like broken in half, and it appears to be offset. The idea here is that when the bolt is properly tightened, this is going to be compressed and be completely flat. And this is an important point I want to make here right now. You don't want to over tighten your legs. You just want to tighten them and just until this split lock washer is compressed. Doing that will have the legs nice and tight on the table, but it'll also keep your table from squeaking. It's common misconception that loose legs cause squeaking. Really what happens is that if you over tighten the legs, they can't move at all, and that will actually lead to noise, and being able to move just a little bit naturally in there is what we want. Okay, so we're gonna tighten these now. I'm just gonna go ahead and take my ratchet, make sure it's on the tighten setting. I'm gonna come over here to this bolt, put it on there, and I'm going to just go ahead and tighten it. And I'm going to tighten it just until that split lock washer is compressed. And then I'm going to go around and I'm going to do all the other ones. And then the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the leg bracket. This is supposed to be flush up against the back of the leg. If you notice that yours has moved off considerably because of wear and age, you can just take these 2 screws out, and you might want to actually move it back up against the leg and then put these screws back in. You just want to make sure that you don't put the screws back into the original holes. You want to move the bracket up and down enough so that you're into new wood. All right, and just don't forget, do this at least twice a year, and you should be able to keep your tables in good shape.